In a quiet village surrounded by green hills and golden fields, there lived an old potter named Ravi. For decades he shaped clay with hands rough from time yet full of care and skill. Every morning he would sit before his wheel, hum softly and breathe life into cold clay. His pots weren't just objects, they were stories molded with patience and love. One day Ravi decided to create two very special pots, the finest he'd ever made. He wanted them to carry water from the river to his home. He shaped them carefully, they're round, smooth, and balanced. When they dried in the sun, one came out flawless, shining with perfection. The other had a small crack along its side, invisible at first but deep enough to leak water. Still, the potter smiled. He whispered, "You may not be perfect, but you have your purpose." From that day on, the two pots began their journey. Every morning, the potter would carry them, one on his left shoulder, one on his right, and down the winding path to the river. He would fill both with cool, fresh water and walk back home, but by the time he arrived, the cracked pot would be half empty. The perfect pot laughed silently, proud of its strength, while the cracked pot hung its head in shame, dripping water drop by drop. It thought, "I'm broken, I'm useless. I can't even do what I was made for." Days turned into weeks, weeks into months. Every morning was the same. The perfect pot felt proud and full. The cracked pot felt smaller and smaller. One afternoon, unable to hold the pain any longer, the cracked pot spoke softly to the potter. "Master, I'm sorry I've failed you. You work so hard to fill me with water, yet I can never deliver it all. My crack makes me less than my companion. Why do you keep me? I only waste your effort." The potter stopped walking. He placed the two pots down gently on the path. His eyes softened and a smile spread across his wrinkled face. "My dear pot, look around you, what do you see?" The cracked pot looked to its side and saw flowers, hundreds of wildflowers blooming along the path. "I see flowers, master, but what do they have to do with me?" The potter chuckled quietly. "Do you notice? The flowers only grow on your side of the path, not the other." The pot blinked in confusion. "For months you've been watering this side of the road with every drop you leaked. I planted seeds here knowing your flaw would nourish them. You thought you were broken, but because of your crack, this path is alive." The cracked pot fell silent. It looked again, this time with new eyes. The flowers danced in the sunlight, yellow, pink, white, blue. Butterflies fluttered between them. Villagers walked by smiling, often picking a few to decorate their homes. The cracked pot realized it had been giving life every single day without even knowing it. Sometimes what we see as weakness is just a strength in disguise. Sometimes the very thing we wish to hide is the thing that makes us special. The cracked pot never felt ashamed again. Every morning it carried water proudly, knowing every drop had meaning. The perfect pot was perfect, but the cracked one was purposeful. In life, we often compare ourselves to others. Our looks, our success, our talents. We see their perfection and forget our own beauty. But like the potter's cracked pot, each of us has something unique. A story, a struggle, a flaw that can create light, compassion, or change in others. A scar might make you gentler. A failure might make you wiser. A heartbreak might make you kinder. No one was created without reason. Even your cracks, your imperfections, serve a purpose you may not yet see. The potter knew it. He didn't see a broken pot. He saw potential disguised as imperfection. And maybe that's how life sees you too. If you ever feel less than others, remember the clay pot's journey. You are not less, you are simply different. And those differences are what make the world beautiful. A perfect pot can hold water, but a cracked pot can grow gardens. Be proud of your scars, your lessons, your cracks. They are proof that you've been shaped by life, not destroyed by it. The old potter once said, "The hands that made you with purpose." So don't curse your cracks, let them pour beauty into the world. And that is the truth we all must learn. You are not less than anyone. You are exactly what the world needs, just as you are. Because sometimes the cracks in you aren't where you are broken, they're where the light gets through.